Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to Yankee Stadium for a matchup here between our 27 and 28 New York Yankees and the 26 and 29 Los Angeles Angels here in the Bronx. The Angels' order is as follows, leading things off: shortstop Eric Aybar, third baseman David Freese, center fielder Mike Trout, first baseman Albert Pujols, right fielder Cole Calhoun, DH CJ Cron, left fielder Matt Joyce, catcher Chris Iannetta, second baseman Johnny Giavotella, while on the mound for the New York Yankees will be Masahiro Tanaka. Entering this ballgame 4-4 in the season with a 4.34 ERA in 11 games started. Not exactly the start you want to see from your ace pitcher, but he's looking to turn things around here against the Angels. And digging into the batter's box now to lead things off for the Angels is the longtime Angel shortstop Eric Aybar, as Tanaka gets set to throw the first pitch of the ball game, and it's going to miss the strike zone. 1-0 count on Aybar. Tanaka gets set once again. The kick, turns, fires. That's going to be popped into shallow right field. Beltran camps under it, and he puts it away for the first out of the top of the first inning. As the next batter up will be David Freese, the former St. Louis Cardinals World Series hero, currently leading the team in average, runs, and hits. And the first pitch of the at-bat from Tanaka, third pitch of the ball game, is going to miss the strike zone. Changeup, 75 on the gun. Count runs the 1-2 now on Freese. Tanaka gets set, turns, kicks, fires, and he makes the strike zone once again. Count evens out at 2-2. Here comes the eighth pitch from Tanaka. That's going to be chopped up the middle. Gregorius is there on the run. He fires the first, and the pick from Teixeira at first. That's the second out of the top of the first inning on a nice play from Didi Gregorius. Making his way to the plate now is the Millville Meteor. The Millville, New Jersey native Mike Trout, who leads the Angels in every major category on the plate, except for average hits and runs, as the first pitch gets in there for a first pitch ball. So count runs the 1-0. Here comes the next pitch from Tanaka. That's ground to second baseman Franzen. He takes his time, tosses over to first, and that's going to be the end of the top of the first inning. Runless for the Angels. We'll be back here for some more Yankees baseball in the bottom half of the first. Welcome back to Yankees baseball here in the bottom half of the first inning. The Yankees order is as follows. Leading things off at center field is Jacoby Ellsbury. Left field, Brett Gardner. Right field, Carlos Beltran. First base, Mark Teixeira. DH, Alex Rodriguez. Third baseman, Chase Headley. Second base, Kevin Franzen. Shortstop, Didi Gregorius, and the lineup is rounded out by the catcher, John Ryan Murphy. While on the mound for the Angels is the right-hander out of Eastern Michigan, Matt Shoemaker, 2-3 on the season with a 3.71 ERA in 11 games started. And making his way to the plate now for the Bronx Bombers is the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury, hitting .272 in that leadoff spot so far in the season. First pitch from Shoemaker is in there for a first pitch strike. Slider. 0-1 count now to Ellsbury. Next pitch from Shoemaker. Here it comes. That's right back at Shoemaker. That hits off of him. Deflects over down the third baseline. Ellsbury is going to have himself a base hit. But the main concern here is Shoemaker okay? Looks to be able to shake it off, and I don't think they're going to pull him out of the ballgame there or not, as he's going to be in there to face Brett Gardner, the left fielder, hitting .307 on the season. Was the leader in average, but that's been since taken over by Alex Rodriguez as the first pitch misses the strike zone. Count runs the 1-0 on Gardner. Ellsbury takes off for second on the second pitch. The throw from Iannetta is down, and it's late as Jacoby Ellsbury gets in there for his 17th stolen base of the season, as he now takes the lead on the team over the man at the plate right now as Brett Gardner rips one into center field. That's going to be caught by Trout. And Ellsbury is not going to test his arm as he holds up at second base. Like I was saying, Ellsbury now has the stolen base lead on the team over Brett Gardner as he is retired for the first out of the inning. Carlos Beltran digs in now as he chops the first pitch off. Count runs the 0-2 now. The next pitch from Shoemaker is taken opposite way. Well hit the deep left field. That's back to the track into the glove of Matt Joyce as Ellsbury tags up on the play. Slides head first into third base as the throw is offline. And that'll set up runners on third, Ellsbury, and Mark Teixeira at the plate. The 1-0 count. pitch is grounded to second base. That's fielded by Giavitella. He tosses over to first, and that is the final out of the top of the first inning. 1 hit for the Yankees, none for the Angels, and we're scoreless. Welcome back to Yankees baseball. Here in the bottom half of the fourth inning as Carlos Beltran digs in to lead off the bottom half of the fourth. Here comes the pitch from Schumacher. That's fouled off the slider. 0-2 count now on Beltran. The kick. And the pitch from Shoemaker is taken to deep center field. That's well hit to the track. Trout is camped under it as that die is out at the wall. And the Millville Meteor puts it away for the first out of the fourth inning. So 1 out now as Mark Teixeira digs in. He's been struggling so far in this season, hitting just over the Mendoza line. And so far 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out back in the first. As he fouls the first pitch off, and the count runs the 1-2 on Teixeira. Infield shifted way over to the right, and the pitch from Schumacher comes. That's going to be on the outside corner. Teixeira goes down swinging. That Schumacher rings him up. And we have 2 outs now for Alex Rodriguez. The pitch from Shoemaker is going to miss the strike zone. 1-0 count on A-Rod. The count runs now to 2-0. Shoemaker with the kick and the pitch, and that's taken to deep left field. If it stays fair, it's gone. It's fair. You can kiss it goodbye. Alex Rodriguez takes one down the left field line, stays barely fair. That is A-Rod's 5th home run of the season, inching closer to the passing Willie Mays and also inching closer to 3,000 hits in his career. As Chase Headley digs in, and he swings the first pitch. Count runs the 1-1 now. The kick and the pitch from Schumacher. Here it comes. It's taken into center field for a base knock from Chase Headley. So we have a 2-out little rally going on to see if they can get anything going as Chase Headley gets on base to bring up Kevin Franzen, who's 0 for 1 on the day. This guy has been a nice acquisition of this team since being signed at the end of April. And the first pitch to Franzen misses the strike zone. 1-0 count. Runs to full now. Kevin Franzen. Runner on first. Headley. The pitch. Deep center field. Well hit. Trout is under it, though, and he puts it away for the final out of the fourth inning. As the Yankees strike for 1, they jump off to a 1-0 lead, thanks to A-Rod's 5th bomb of the year. We'll be right back for some more Yankees baseball after this. Welcome back to Yankees baseball here in the top half of the 7th inning. Albert Pujols, the man they call the Machine, digging in to lead things off from the top of the 7th. As Tanaka sets at the chest, here comes the first pitch. Misses the strike zone. For the first pitch of the at-bat, count runs the 2-0 now. As Tanaka turns, kicks, fires, and he misses the strike zone. It's 3-1 now on Pujols. And Tanaka delivers the 3-1, fouled off, full count. Now on Pujols, Tanaka turns, kicks, fires, and that's ball 4 as Albert Pujols draws himself a leadoff walk to start off the 7th inning. And that'll bring up the right fielder Cole Calhoun, who's 1 for 2 on the day with a single back in the top half of the 5th. First pitch from Tanaka is fouled off, the changeup. Count runs the 0-2 now on Calhoun. Pitch from Tanaka is grounded past Teixeira at first base. That's a base hit for Cole Calhoun. Moves Pujols up to second, and we have runners on first and second now with nobody out to bring up C.J. Cron, the DH. So far 0 for 2 on the day with 2 groundouts. As Tanaka sets at the belt, first pitch of the at-bat is in there for a strike and hits the outside half of the plate. Count even at 2 now. The pitch is grounded past Teixeira once again, the same part of the ballpark that Calhoun hit it to. And we now have bases loaded for the Angels with nobody out. And that's going to knock Masahiro Tanaka out of the ballgame as Justin Wilson, the left-hander, will come in to face the left-handed Matt Joyce. And his 19th time of the season for Wilson. As Matt Joyce digs in, so far 1 for 2 on the day with a single back in the 5th. So nobody out, bases loaded. Pitch from Wilson is fouled off on the bunt attempt. Count runs the 1-2 now. The kick and the pitch from Wilson is swung through the curveball, gets him swinging. 1 out now, and Wilson is 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. But they are not going to leave him in. They're going to bring in the right-handed Jared Burton. to face the back-to-back right-handers, his 19th time of the season entering the ballgame, as he faced the right-handed catching Chris Iannetta. First pitch is bunted down the first baseline. Burton fields it, tosses the first, but Teixeira is not covering the bag. Everyone is safe. Nobody out, still bases loaded. It's a tie ball game here in the Bronx. As G. Vitella comes in, bunts it down the same part of the ballpark, down the first baseline. This time Teixeira is covering, and a runner does score, and the Angels have taken the lead off of a bunt from G. Vitella and Chris Iannetta. So it's a 2-1 Angels lead now. Eric Ibar digs in with runners on second and third with 2 outs as the first pitch is in there for a strike. Cat runs the 0-2 now, in the longtime Angel shortstop Eric Ibar. As he checks his swing on the up-and-in fastball, he goes down looking. Eric Ibar is rung up for the final out of the inning, but not before the Angels strike for 2 and take their first lead of the ballgame. Angels up 2-1 at the end of the top of the 7th. Welcome back to the bottom half of the 9th inning as Houston Street went to the ballgame for the 18th time this season. In 17 games so far, he has 14 saves in that closer role, and he'll be looking to face Carlos Beltran to lead off the 9th. First pitch from Street is in there for a right-down-the-middle strike. Count runs to 0-2 now on Beltran as he's already behind. The kick and the pitch from Street is swung through the down-and-away sinker. Beltran goes down swinging. That's 1 out already for Street. And it'll bring up Mark Teixeira, the struggling first baseman, at the plate. And Street gets set with his wind-up. The pitch is in there for a strike. Slider nicks the outside half. Count runs the 1-2 now on Teixeira. The 8th pitch of the ball game for Street. Backs Teixeira off the plate. Evens out at 2-2. Street sets. Kicks. Fires. And Teixeira pops this one up sky high behind her first base. Pujols back. He's capped under it and puts it away for the second out of the inning. And the Angels are 1 out away from coming away with a victory here in the Bronx, as Alex Rodriguez has a chance to be a hero here in the bottom half of the 9th. He hit a home run earlier in the ballgame in the 4th, and they're down by 1, and the first pitch from Street is fouled off. Fastball down and in. Count runs the 0-2 now on A-Rod. Pitch from Street misses the strike zone. Payoff pitch wasted. 1-2 count now on A-Rod. Street sets. Turns, kicks, fires, and he swings through the slider. Alex Rodriguez goes down swinging, and the Angels pick up the victory. Matt Shoemaker gets the win, and Houston Street picks up his 15th save of the season as the Los Angeles Angels improved to 27-29 while the Yankees dropped to 27-29. Matt Shoemaker gets the Player of the Game award, picking up his 3rd win on the season as his record evens out at 3-3. He went 6 strong, only giving up 5 hits and 3 strikeouts, while only allowing 1 run to this Yankees lineup, which has been struggling as of recently, that 1 run being Alex Rodriguez's 5th home run of the season, while Masahiro Tanaka drops to 4-5 on the season as he continues to struggle so far here in 2015. Now, with that being said, that'll wrap things up here for this edition of Yankees Baseball. I've been your host, JerseyBorn, and I'm saying goodbye.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious.
In the time of chimpanzees, I was a monkey. Butane in my veins, and a mouth that kept the chunky with the plastic eyeballs. Spray paint the vegetables, dog food stalls with the beefcake pantyhose. Kill the headlights and put it in neutral. Stock car flaming with the loser and the cruise control.